Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and this is Saturday with Stacy, YouTube number 161. This is my second YouTube of the day. I just finished taping the terms and conditions and policies of the shop that did not hop in the Sizzix warehouse sale, so look for that coming your way really soon. I cannot believe the shop that didn't hop and the Sizzix warehouse sale is just 2 weeks away. Today is July 1st, and happy 4th of July, everybody! It's July 1st, 2016, and we are just 2 short weeks away from the biggest event here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. It is a 17-day event. It is a magnificent sale. It is free gifts and prizes and all sorts of good stuff, but it also is, it ships when it ships. But that's for the other YouTube, not for this one. Today I am working with Stampendous. I have got their new duos that I am oh so excited to show you. And I also have in my hot little hands the new gel pins from Kaisercraft. And I have their new metallic set and the new jumbo set. Shh! Don't tell anybody that I have them. They haven't actually released. I mean, stores have been pre-ordering them, but amazingly, I have a couple sets in my hot little hands. So I happen to just have a gel pin fairy who looks after me and took care of me and made sure that I could get them on camera today to do the YouTube, and I think you're going to love it. If you have their original set of gel pins, these are the new metallics, and yes, you're going to want them. There's 12 new colors. Even just on their own, the set is $10, but of course it's going to be on a YouTube Yummy. I've got that to show you. Like I said, the Stampendous Duos to show you. And if you haven't seen the Stampendous Duos before, I think you're really gonna love them. And this time I'm gonna do something a little different with them as well. So, because I'm gonna use them in a way that maybe you hadn't thought about using them before, but I've got lots to share and lots to show. And we have Winter Chicken Dinner to talk about. Now, in the last YouTube, it was on the Simply Defined Bloom collection. And sadly, almost the entire collection has sold out. I'm so sorry. I even ordered more. Honest to goodness, I even increased my order and we still sold out. But 2 of you are going to win a couple of the sets from the Bloom collection. And if you already have them or ordered them, well then maybe you can share these with a friend who wasn't able to get them. And if you haven't ordered them, well, congratulations, you've got yourself. I think we pulled 2 sets each, or 2 different dies and stamp sets for each of you. So do you want to know if you are our latest Winter Chicken Dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple? I love Winter Chicken Dinner. It just makes me happy. Okay, if you are Debbie Francine, F-R-A-N-C-E, no, F-R-A-N-S-E-E-N, Francine. Debbie Francine, congratulations. You are YouTube number 160 Winter Chicken Dinner and have won some of my last collection of Simply Defined Bloom. If you are Emily Haynes Cooper, congratulations, Emily Haynes Cooper. You too are a Winter Chicken Dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and you too have won a couple of the die sets from the Bloom collection by Simply Defined, which are mine. Now, the next collection of Simply Defined we're releasing early. We're releasing it actually next week, and that is because we have learned not to release one of my collections during the shop that didn't hop in the Sizzix warehouse sale, because those orders ship when they ship. So we're going to release it early. That way it still falls into our shipping time frame, and it's not it ships when it ships time frame. I can tell you that the collection that I'm releasing next week works in tandem with the collection I released last week. And that the contour die is one of my most favorite contour dies that I've done yet. So we'll start sneak peeking that to you next week, and I really do hope you love it. And yes, we are releasing it a little bit early, and that is because I didn't want it to release during the shop that did not hop, which is when it should release, but then you could be waiting months before you actually receive it. So we're releasing it early for you. And even if you have to do a pay later that's okay. Do a pay later. That way, although there's not too much delay in the pay later. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you understood that we're releasing it early and why. Because last year, I thought I was so smart to release it during the shop that did not hop, and I was not smart at all. I didn't even think about it was our very first release, my very first release. I didn't even think about the fact that people would have to wait months and months to receive it because it was done during the shop that didn't hop, and those orders are filled in the order we receive them. And so we're trying to make it better this year. We learned from last year. As my dad says, you know, just keep trying. Even if you do it wrong, you'll learn from your mistake and you'll do better next time. So that's what we're working on. We didn't do it right last year with the Simply Defined release, but we're trying to do it right this year. So if you are Emily Haynes Cooper or Debbie Francine, congratulations, you're our latest winner chicken dinner. You're going to claim your prize by emailing us at winner, W-I-N-N-E-R, at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Give us your name, address, telephone number, and in the subject line, say you're winner from 160, YouTube 160, and we'll get your prizes out to you as quickly as possible. I also want to remind you that we have the chicken dinner contest going on right now. And if you've got a project, whether it be jewelry or a card or a layout or mixed media or quilting or whatever, and you've used a Sizzix die or a Simply Defined die, you can take a picture of it and email it to chickendinner@scrapbookingmadesimple.com. And prior to the shop that did not hop and the Sizzix warehouse sale, we are going to pick 5 winners to win gift cards so they can spend it during those events, which start July 15th. So there are rules and regulations up, and you just have to, it's 1 entry per person, and we will be posting it on Pinterest, so you're agreeing to allow us to post on Pinterest. And if you go to Scrapbooking Made Simple on Pinterest, you can see a lot of the entries already. This is not a popularity contest. This is about you sharing what it is you love to do with the rest of us and letting us appreciate your creativity, whether you be a newbie or been stamping and crafting for 40 years. Doesn't matter if you get 1 heart or 502 hearts. It will be a random draw of the 5 winners. And because this isn't again, it's not a popularity contest. It's about sharing what you love to do with the rest of us and letting us appreciate the fact that you made art. Yeah, that's what it is. It's art. You made it. It's something that you love. It is creative. It is not just a card. It is a piece of art. So thank you for sharing, and email it to chickendinner@scrapbookingmadesimple.com. And we need to know your name, your address, and what Sizzix die or what Simply Defined die you used, and then it'll get posted to Pinterest. All right, so those are the contests going on. And if you want to be a winner chicken dinner from this YouTube, all you have to do is watch the entire YouTube, be a subscriber on YouTube or get a YouTube username, and then subscribe to Scrapbooking Made Simple's channel, and then you can leave a comment. And again, it's a random draw. The random picker picks who it picks, and you may just hear your name next week saying, you're a winner chicken dinner. I love it. I love when we get the emails from people who have won, and I mean, they type in caps, not because they're mad, but because they're excited. It makes my heart happy. So anyway, today I have got a lot of wonderful product for you to show, and maybe a way of using the duos that you hadn't used before. And I want to get started, so I think I'm going to tilt on down. I'm going to do some explaining of the product before we actually get started with the product, because I want to be sure that you're comfortable with it before I actually start to play. So I'm going to tilt on down. We're going to get started for today. And it's good to see you guys. Woohoo! 2 more weeks to the shop that didn't hop. Woohoo! Oh, 2 more weeks to get everything done. Holy smokes, artichokes. All right. How cute is this? This is using duos, the duos by Stampendous. Yes, we have the new duos. They have a Christmas release. Isn't that just yummy? Yay! So I want to show you what it is we're doing now. Downstairs everybody is doing a wonderful make and take. But upstairs, I'm going to be teaching you about the duos. And what are duos? Well, They are I want to get the glare off there. They are a double set of stencils that are bundled together. They're sold together. Let me get one that is not opened. They're a double set of stencils. They're bundled together. They come with their own micron pin, and they come with 6 card blanks. No envelopes, but 6 card blanks in the back for you to start playing with. And they are metal stencils. So they are metal stencils. Will they bend? Yes. Are they, you know, like crazy thin? No. But do you need to be careful? Yeah, you don't want to step. I'm sure if you stepped on it, it would bend. These are the snowflake. Let's see, do I have the snowflake up here? Here. So these are the snowflake that I'm working with today. And again, you do get both of them. And on the back of the package, they've given you some examples of how to use them. And that's what I want to show you today. And I'm going to be working with the Kaiser Craft pens. Now, not only do we have the duos, like I said, we've got the Kaiser Craft pens, and I've got the new metallic sets. These are 12 of the Kaiser Craft gel pens in the brand new metallic colors, brand spanking new. Love the little, still has the little bling at the top, still really easy and wonderful to use. Love the packaging. Now, for those of you who have already purchased the gel pens from Kaiser Craft, you bought the 24 pack, the original 24, which had the pastels and the glitters. So this is the next one to add, which is the metallics. But if you haven't purchased any of the gel pens yet, if this is your first time seeing them, well, you may want to go ahead and get the larger set. The larger set, again, it's brand new. Love the box, love the case, love how easy it is to open. It's got all of these little snaps. So it gives you the original pastels. It gives you the original glitters. It gives you the 12 new metallics. It also gives you the 12 new neons. Now, the neons are not out yet in the 12 pack. They're not out yet. So if you haven't purchased any of the Kaiser Craft, you may want to get this fabulous set, and it is value priced. I think it's $34.99, and then it's going to be on a YouTube Yummy for 20% off. You can't go wrong. It's an amazing set. Now, if you already have the first 24, which were the pastels and the glitters, then you may just want to pick up the metallics. I recommend the metallics, even if you don't have any of the other ones, and you have to watch your pennies. If you've got $8 to spend, I would absolutely pick up the metallics. They are stellar. And then eventually the 12 neons will be coming out, and we'll have the same little bundle with the 12 neons. But for right now, we have lots of those and this whole pack. So I am going to be, and look at it, it kind of clamps right closed. Everything cinches down. Do I have it into it yet? There we go. So you've got it's just the nicest little carrying case. Even this one isn't the nicest. Look at it, opens here, it opens here. This one opens here, and then it opens up. And then you snap it there, there, there. What a great little carrying case. $8. And yeah, we've got them. Well, they're on a boat almost here, but they're almost here. And by the time we're ready to ship your orders, they'll be here and ready to go. So then we have, like I said, the duos from Stampendous. And what do you do with the duos? Well, in each little set that they have, it comes with your card bases, and I'm just going to be working with their card bases. However, you don't have to. You could just use your own paper and mount onto these and use these as your actual cards. These are a great way to play and to color and be creative without trying to freehand and draw yourself. Freehanding can be difficult, and this gives you an opportunity. Now, I'm taking the first stencil, the main stencil, which has the main outline, and I'm putting it right down on my paper. And I'm going to take some Post-it notes or some washi tape or whatever it is that you have, repositionable tape, and I'm just going to put this in place here so that my stencil doesn't move. So my stencil stays in place. Now I'm using the pen that comes with it, and they give you the pen for free. They actually give you the pen and the paper for free. It's part of the package, but really it's the stencils that you're paying for. They've given you the pen and the paper for free. The pen is very important. And you would say, why would a pen be so important? It's just going to trace. Yes, but this is a micron pen, and it has a metal tip to it. Can you see that metal tip? And that's an important aspect to this pen. Now, you can certainly go to Staples when this pen dries up, you know, when you've used it all and it's all gone, and buy yourself another micron pen. They're very inexpensive, but you definitely want one with a metal tip. Why? Because the stencil is metal. If you use something that is like a felt tip pen, going against the sharp edges of the stencil, it will actually cut into it. So you want to keep with a micron pen, and like I said, they give you one, and it lasts a really long time. But if you ever run out, if you ever actually use all the ink in it, you can get yourself another micron pen at Staples. They're very inexpensive. Now I'm going to just quickly put my pen, I'm going to keep it kind of straight up, and I'm just going to go right along my edges. And just do the lines of the stencil. And then I can go in here, and again I'm keeping my pen pretty straight up, and I'm just following the edges of the stencil. Pretty easy to do. But this isn't going to give me all the decoration I want, because all I'm doing is following those very simple lines. I want to add more decoration to it, but I'm not good at going in there and freehanding. That's not what I do. And I'm not. Honestly, I'm not kidding. I'm not good at that. So I'm going to take the secondary stencil that they give you, and that has the design to it. And I'm going to lay that right over the top of my first stencil. Right over the top. Line it up. And then I'm going to take my Post-it notes, and I'm going to post it right down. And again, if you have washi tape or repositionable tape, or if you want to sit there and hold it in place, I'm not good at holding it in place. A couple Post-it notes will make your life easier. Painter's tape, you can go raid the painter's tape if you've got painter's tape. And now I can go in and I can add in some detail, because this is going to line right up. They're made to go together. And I'm just drawing in and adding in my detail. You can be doing this in front of your TV, on an airplane. It's a great relaxation type of craft because it involves creativity, but not so much that you're stressing about it, and then you get to color, and who doesn't love to color? So now, assuming I had it all filled in, I could then take off my, and you can see what I've drawn. And you can see where I'm going. Now, why do I put this one down and draw and then not lift this one up and put this one down over the top? Because frankly, it's easier to line it up if you just leave the one you've done right where it is and then line this one right up over the top. It's so much easier to line it up. And it doesn't impede your drawing at all. I was able to get my pen in there because the pen has got a nice long nib. I'm able to get my pen in there and just continue through both stencils to draw. Now it's up to me what I do with it next. I mean, if you're talented and you want to draw a line there and draw a line there, and you want to put a little dot here and a little dot there, and you know, maybe you want to go across here and a line there, but you don't have to. You could finish it just the way it is. Just keep going and then color. It's so cute, so easy to do. But what if you already have some duos, and what if you love the new Christmas duos and you want to do more with it? Well, you can. Let's see. I guess I'm going to just take this one. Have no idea what it's going to look like. But I am going to pull this one off. There we go. So this is the ornament. Comes with the basic shape of the ornament. Comes with the detail. I'm gonna put my stencil back on top on another piece of paper. I'm gonna Post-it note it down. And then quickly go through and do some of the detail. Let's go ahead and get the center done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just put that edge of the pin right up against the metal part of the stencil, and it just flows really nice and really easy. Talk about a great craft for the kids, especially with the gel pins, because the gel pins are so easy to use. Okay, so I've got some of this detail done. Now I'm going to take the other stencil from the ornament, and I'm going to put that right over the top. So maybe I want that one to be my center. I'm gonna tape it down with my Post-it notes. And then I'm going to just go in and draw in my detail. No idea what this is going to look like, but we're going to give it a college try. And add some of my detail. And because that stencil is down below it, I'm sure that I follow the same outline and I don't accidentally go out. Okay, well, I think that's good enough to give you a... Oh, how cute! So, that's what I did. Isn't that cute? And because I left this stencil here, I didn't accidentally go outside of my original lines. That's really important. That's important. So when you layer the stencils on top of each other, it makes sure that you don't accidentally go outside the lines. Oh yeah, super cute. Okay, I didn't finish it, but you get the idea. Really darling and super fast. And now you have something to color. Now you have something wonderful to color. And heck, I don't even have to use this die, the outside die. I don't even have to use that. I could just put this one down if I don't want to do both. I could just put this one down and tape it down. Could you imagine taking the ornament die, taking that and putting this in the center of it. So if you have more than one duos, you have options. I think the girls are going to get me a t-shirt that says, you have options. I could just do the decorator one and not do the main one around it. And it would be super cute too. It's all up to you. And being that you're just using paper, you can play and experiment and see what you like best, because all you're doing is tracing. You're using the stencil and letting it add the detail, and you're just following along. You're a happy camper. My pin. Oh, I think Miss Yvette must have used these pins when we were making the make and take. There we go. There we go. They prepped, I think, 90 of these for downstairs for today. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. So I could just keep going just with the pattern here and not use the outside pattern at all. And I could just keep going. I've got a few that we've already done. Remember I said the ornament with the snowflake in it? There it is, ready to color. And if you have the older duos that we released a couple months ago, this is one of the older patterns with the newer ornament with one of the duos from the last release. How cute is that? Darling, huh? Super cute. So I want to color them for you. And this is where the gel pens come in. And the gel pens are very easy to use. They're very, very forgiving. And they're bright, and they're happy, and they're fun. They're great colors, and the metallics are beautiful. So I can take the metallic. It's nice, it's easy to use, they're lightweight, and they just kind of flow. And the color's yummy. So I could go in and I can just start to color. And the metallics have this, well, this wonderful finish to them. They're not glittery. They have their, Kaisercraft has glitter gel pens. These truly are a metallic. And the ink stays kind of right on top of the paper. So you need to give it a second or two to dry. If you put your hand right on top of it, you're going to find that it's going to smear a little bit, because the ink, being that this is a gel pen, doesn't quickly absorb into the paper. It will dry, yes, and it just takes it a few seconds. Just give it a second or two and it will dry. But it's not as quick as absorbing as some other pens you may have, like a dye-based. That will absorb faster. But it does dry pretty quick. But I know that I tend to do this and then I move and then I've smeared it. I don't know, can you see the metallic on that? Isn't it pretty? And you've got the 12 colors to play with, and you just sit and just start to play. And it's like you can't go wrong. There's no wrong color combinations. And they're perfect for Christmas because they're the metallic. And they're great for guy cards because they're not glittery. But you want to add a little bling, a little something something to a guy card, but you don't want to use glitter. This is a very nice way to be able to do that. It adds a little bit of pop without being over the top. Oh, Is that a new Stacyism? It adds a little bit of pop without going over the top. Oh my gosh. And then maybe use the gold. And they just flow so beautifully. And because they've got that really fine tip on them, a really fine ball tip, you can get into the very fine corners and detail without any problem. And they're affordable. And they're quality. Sometimes it's hard to find a product that gives you both. Okay, I'm just going to do one last color just to fill in that center. So these are the metallics. And again, the first set of gel pens that Kaiser came out with, Kaiser Craft, they came out with a pack of 24, and they had the glitter and they had the pastels. So if you already own that, then you're going to want to pick up just these metallics. And we have a really large order coming in because we ran out last time of the gel pens, and I didn't want to run out again. So I kind of made sure we won't, with the help of my friends at Kaiser Craft. Can you see the metallic on that? Is that so fabulous? Oh my gosh, I love them. And like I said, they just flow. It's just an easy flow of ink. And they let you just get in there and have fun. And then if you do have the original colors, the 24, then you already have the glitter and the pastels. You already have the pastels and the glitters. So then you're going to be adding the metallics in the 12 pack that I have over here. Get these put in there. So this 12 pack are these 12 colors here. But if you don't have any of them and you want them all, there are 12 neon colors coming out in about a month and a half, shortly. But if you already have the first 24, then you might just want to get the metallics and wait for the neons to come out. But yes, they all work together, absolutely. I could then grab the glitter blue, and I've got metallic, and then I can throw in some of the glitter. And the glitter really it looks like crushed glass glitter, but it's not. The mica in it is beautiful. And they flow just as easy and just as nice as the metallics. I could add some glitter in there. And can you see the glittery? Let's see if I can find a big space and do a big space of glitter. Oh yeah, that looks good. See how easy that went down? Can you see the glitter in there? I can never tell what you can see, but hopefully you can see the glitter there. The glitter and the metallic. So pretty. And if you like coloring, these you're gonna love. I will tell you, the metallics tend to have a little more a silvery aspect to them. So the metallic is a little silvery to it, where the glitter has a true shimmer to it. And then the pastels are just that. They're just really, really pretty pastel colors. And the neons, which are coming out in the 12 pack soon, but available in the 48 pack. The neons, you know, I was kind of iffy about the neons when I heard that they were going to do neons, because when I think of neons, I think of really, really strong, bright colors. And so this is just their pastel, just the pretty pastel purple. No shimmer, no metallic, just a flat color. And again, I was like, I'm really kind of nervous about these because they really are very, very bright, but they're very pretty. and these are the pastels. So if you already have the 24 pack and you don't want to get the 48 because you've already got the 24, have no fear. The pastel 12 pack will be here in about a month. And as soon as it is, we will let you know. But oh, how pretty. The colors are beautiful. So these are the Kaisercraft gel pens. Oh, I probably should put them back. Put them away. And I love they've got the cute little bling on top. You see the little bling? They each have a bling in the color of the ink. How cute is that? And then you just fold it up, snap it together, and you're good to go. Or you bring over, if you've got the smaller pack. And if you just want to start with the metallics, that's a really great place to start, especially with the holidays coming up, because the colors really are just so, so, so lovely. And they're so easy to use. And they just flow. So this is using the Duos by Stampendous, taking the different duos that they have and mixing and matching and using older sets with newer sets, and they've got several. So there's the new Snowflake and the new Poinsettia. And look at how cute is the new Birdie with little snowdrops. Your little snowing, it's snowing. How cute is the new Birdie? And they've got a new Christmas tree. And they've got the new ornament. And it's not just about using this decor stencil with this outline stencil. It's about taking this decor stencil and using it on your Christmas tree. Using it with some of the others. You can mix and match, and that's the nice thing about if you get more than one. You have opportunities to play. And then they've shown you how they've drawn them up even more, and that's really up to you how you want to do it. But it's up to you, and that's the great part, because if you're not a great drawer, and I'm not good at drawing, I can do this. I can do this because all I did was work with product that was easy for me to do. And then I was able to fill it in with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gel pens. Love this. This green is like rock star. Love the green. Not that a snowflake is green, but a snowflake can be any color. I think so. Love, 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 love this. This green is just beautiful. It just screams Christmas to me. Or holidays to me. I love it. And being that it's not shimmery, it's metallic, it just has a beautiful flow to it. Boy, we got them. I hear them, the sirens. So it's up to you. Look at that. Yummy. And inexpensive. They're affordable. They retail for $10. We'll have them on a YouTube Yummy. Or they retail for $9.99. We'll have them on a YouTube Yummy for $7.99 for the set. Pack it up, good to go. Great for the kids, great for sitting in front of the TV and having fun. It's just a great craft. And then you just cut them out and frame it out and make yourself a card. Trim it out and make yourself a card. I've got beautiful samples to show you. But before I go there, I want to show you something else with the stencils. And this time I'm going to use my Sizzix Big Shot machine. So I'm going to put those over there right now and use my Sizzix Big Shot machine. So I've got my beautiful stencil here. And yes, I just showed you how we trace and we color. But what if you just wanted to emboss it? What if you wanted to emboss it with your machine? I have got cardstock here from Coordinations. This is a color core cardstock. What does that mean if it's a color core cardstock? What that means is that if I tear it, it's not going to tear to white. It tears to a lighter or a darker color of the top. See how that's not white? It's actually a color core. Not that there's anything wrong with white, and if you like white core, you can use almost any double-sided paper. Any of your double-sided paper should be white core. I'm going to trim that down. But that is what color core paper means. It means when you tear it or you sand it, a different color is going to come through. I want to show you how to use these with your Big Shot machine because this is a metal stencil. You can use all your metal stencils with your Big Shot machine. Did you know? Some of you are saying, of course I knew, and others are saying, oh my gosh, I've had metal stencils for 20 years and they've just been sitting in a box and I haven't done anything with them. Guess what? Now's the time to bring them out. Okay, I'm going to bring them over, my Big Shot machine over, and of course I'm on my mat, and this is my craft mat. It is a non-stick on the top, non-skid on the bottom, which means there's no tape holding this down. It's a non-slip or non-stick on the top, non-slip or non-skid on the bottom, which means that if you have to you've got a limited amount of craft space and you're painting over here and doing something over here, but then you need to bring your machine over, you don't have to move this out of your way, because when you put your machine on it, the mat does not move with your machine. It just stays put. And that's one of the big reasons why I did this craft mat, because it was hard for me when I would bring my machine over, my mat would go everywhere and I got tired of taping it down to my table. So we just did something about it. Now, I am using my multi-purpose platform. And it doesn't matter if you have the small multi-purpose platform or the long multi-purpose platform. The new machines come with the long multi-purpose platform, and that is perfectly fine. You're going to do the exact same sandwich I'm doing now with the long multi-purpose platform or the short multi-purpose platform. Now, tab 2 is for wafer dies, and we're not going to be doing a wafer die, so we need to open it up. And we're going to be working with tab 1, and it will show you that you can do a metal stencil with tab 1. How do we do that? We start with our multi-purpose platform open. So tab number 2 is not being used. I'm going to put down my do not cut plate, my nice do not cut plate. Then I am going to put down my stencil. And it doesn't matter which side, just put your stencil down. What is important is the paper. The paper that you want to see when you add it to your card or your layout or your mixed media. That's the paper you want to put down. If I want to see the yucky paper that I don't want to see. So if I want to have my textured side, the paper that I see on whatever project I'm making, I put it against the stencil. And the paper that I want taped to my project that I will never see should be facing me. Then I'm going to take my squishy. Why do we call it a squishy? Because it squishes. It's actually called a silicone impression pad. Does it come with your machine? No, you have to buy it separately. Is it expensive? No, it's about $7. And you will use it in tandem with the knock-knock plate. Why do we call it a knock-knock plate? It's actually a textured impression pad, but we call it a knock-knock plate because it knock-knocks and because this one squishies. Now, if they came in different colors, because for camera, it's very hard for me to explain to you because they're both black. So it's like you take the black mat and put that one down first, and then you take the other black mat and put that one down first. That didn't work, so I had to come up with my own terminology. So I came up with squishy because you could understand that, you could see that, and knock-knock. Is everybody at Ellison thrilled with me that I use knock-knock and squishy? Well, they don't say too much to me about it, but as soon as we have our own squishy in a color, as soon as Ellison Sizzix makes a squishy in a color, then we won't have to do that. Then I would be able to say, oh, see the red one you put down first and the black one you put down on top. So that's why it's called a knock-knock and a squishy. And again, this is the silicone pad and this is a textured impression pad. One of them is 655120 and one of them is 655121. Those are the SKU numbers. If you go to our site and you type in knock-knock or squishy, they're going to come up. If you call Sizzix.com and say, I'm really interested in getting a squishy or a knock-knock, well, at this point, I think they will know what you're talking about, but they may correct you on the terminology. Now, I'm going to put my squishy down first, and then I'm going to put my knock-knock on top. Am I going to put another clear plate or another colored plate? No, this is all I need. And then I'm going to send it through. Now, what's really important is that the squishy come out the back end. I know that sounds horrible. Really, I do, but you remember it. The squishy has to come out the back end. And as I'm rolling this through, the pressure from the rollers is pushing down on that squishy pad, forcing it into the opening spaces of the stencil. The paper's being forced into that, making an embossing. And as I turn, okay, so there's my squishy. As I turn and roll it through, now my squishy is out to here. And I roll it through. Now my squishy is out to here. But when I started, you couldn't even see my squishy. The squishy has to come out the back end. If your squishy's coming out the back end, you're doing it right. If you don't see any squishy coming out the back end, it's not right. Try again. So I've got a little bit of an embossing there. Do you see the embossing? All done with a brass stencil. Well, it's not brass, a metal stencil. I would think brass these days is probably too expensive. Now what am I going to do with it? Well, I could do a lot of things, but I'm going to take my sand it gadget. And because, remember I told you that this paper is color core, I'm going to sand. And where the relief is, where it embossed, my sand it gadget is going to take off the top layer of the paper, exposing the lighter color. Isn't that yummy? And all I did was use my Big Shot machine, the multi-purpose platform it came with, the squishy silicone pad, the textured impression pad. Knock, knock. They're $7 each, and all of a sudden you can take all of your brass stencils that you've had for years and years and years, take a little bit of Coordinations paper, and we sell it in a whole bunch of different sizes and colors. Let's try the black one. Let's do the black. You want to do black magic? I don't know if any of you have seen black magic before. So black magic, you actually have to look at the back side of the paper. You have to look at the back side to pick the color you want. Oh, I don't know. What color do I want? All right, well, let's do a very light blue, because the fronts are all black. Every single front is black. I pull it out. Black, 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 black. It's the back side that will show you the color that you can use. So let's do the same thing again. Only this time I'm going to do a double emboss. So I've got that one that I did. This time I'm going to do a double emboss. So I'm going to bring my machine back over. And again, I'm working with my multi-purpose platform. Open to tab 1. Doesn't make a difference if you've got the small multi-purpose platform or the large multi-purpose platform. Doesn't make a difference if you have a plus machine or express machine, same sandwich. I've got my do not cut plate down. I have got my stencil. Now I want to sand the black. I don't want to sand the light blue. The light blue is what I want to tape down to my paper or my layout or whatever I'm using it for. Then my squishy. And then my knock knock. And I'm going to send it on through. And my squishy needs to come out the back end, and it started to grow. Can you see it growing? Now it's out to here. And now it's all the way out here. Your squishy has to come out the back end and grow. That's how you know you're doing it right. Okay. So I've got my embossing there. Can you see it? But now I'm going to take the outer and I'm going to add that in on top because they line right up. And I'm going to add these lines into my embossing. I'm going to double emboss it because it fits right in. It's like a little puzzle piece that just kind of locks right into place. So I'm going to lock that into place. I'm going to put it down. Oh, I hope I kept it there. Oh yeah, I was fine. Lock it into place. Put my squishy right back on top. Put my knock knock right back on top. And send it through. And I'm going to add another level of embossing on top of it. Squishy's coming out the back end. So if you find the squishy and the knock knock in your local store and you're shopping locally, they're not going to call it a squishy and a knock knock. That's just my terminology. And it was just out of, I needed to be able to explain it to you because it's such a useful tool. So now I've really popped that embossing. I mean, it's really embossed. But then let's make the magic happen. Let's take the Sand It gadget. And make the magic happen. So I could trim this out with my trimmer and put it right down onto my card. I could take my metallic gel pins from Kaisercraft and grab one of the colors and color in. Oh, I'm just going to color in some of the black of the detail. I'm just coloring right around where it's sanded to add some metallic detail. And because it's a gel pen, it just lays right on top. And that metallic stays right on that black and looks fabulous. See, I would want to go in and color the whole thing, but I don't have time for that. You guys don't want to sit there and watch me color the whole thing, I'm sure. But I would want to go in here and color the whole thing. I know I said I was going to stop, and I will, I promise. Just a second. Isn't that terrible? I could sit there in front of the TV and now I could add the metallic color to it right on top of the black. All I did was color in on the black where the sanding didn't happen. It's just, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. And because they're a gel, they sit right on top of that black paper. They would sit right on top of the blue paper too. I could go in and just color. So now you're coloring, only you're coloring on an embossed piece of paper. Think about all the things you can be doing that you already own. You may already have some metal stencils. You probably already have a big shot machine, and if not, that is the machine of choice here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, because it is the machine that will do just almost every die on the market. The only thing it won't do is the larger 9-inch or 12-inch dies. But I could just go in here and color and fill the whole thing in. so that I have a metallic, I have an embossed. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's all done using the Duos by Stampendous, cardstock, color cardstock by Doris or Coordinations, and the brand new metallic gel pens by Kaiser Craft. If you need a quick and simple and easy craft for many people, this is a great opportunity. If you are a new crafter, this is a great opportunity. If you are an experienced crafter, this is a great opportunity because it's up to you with how creative you want to be. That was so smart, taking the new stencil of the Christmas ornament and mixing it with an older Duo stencil that's already been out. Use it. Look at how pretty it is on the light blue. Look at how beautiful that is on the light blue. Just so easy. So what did we talk about? Well, we talked about using the Duos and how simple it is to just tape them right down. Oh, I need my glitter cleanup cloth. Okay, glitter cleanup cloth picks up your embossing powder, picks up all your little, as you're sanding, picks up all the little pieces. And this is a very small size of it. This is about 1/8 of the size. Yeah, about 1/8. And I just cut it up into little pieces and use it until it doesn't pick up anymore, and then I throw it away, and then I cut off another 1/8. But we talked about using the Duos and how you put them down and just kind of tape them down with a Post-it note or some washi tape. You trace them. Make sure I've got marker that goes. Yep, trace them. And then put the decorator Duo right on top of it. Line it up right on top of it. Especially if you're using a different Duo from a different set, because this one's going to match up perfectly because it goes together. But this one does not. And if I just took and traced, the main part and moved it and then laid this on top of it, your tendency will to go out of the lines because there's nothing there stopping you. But when you leave the original one right on top and tape this one right on top, that metal stencil on the bottom doesn't allow you to go outside the lines. It forces you to stop, and that way making a beautiful design that you can't accidentally go outside the lines. So, love the Duos. And those are from Stampendous, and yes, they come with the pin. See, I can't go out the lines because the stencil stopped me right there. Comes with the pin, and it comes with 6 card bases. And this is a micron pin, and if you run out of ink, all you got to do is go get another one. Staples, Office Depot. Can you see how it has the metal tip? That's what you need because that's going to save your pin. And Stampendous, again, they give you the pin for free and they give you the little card bases for free because they wanted you to be able to start right away. Just when you open it up, they wanted you to be able to start right away and that you didn't have to go find anything else. And then how you color them is completely up to you. But the gel pens are so pretty. And then what did we do? Oh, there must be a really bad accident. Then we took the stencils and we didn't color, we didn't use the micron pen at all. We put them right through our Big Shot machine. And then we took the gel pens and started to color in. And we used Coordinations paper and just sanded it right off the top. And then you could take a die and cut a circle around it. You could just trim it out. It's up to you what you do with it after you get to that point. But my goodness, it's another use for all of your stencils. Absolutely, you could take a die cut. You could take, I don't know, you could take an ornament die cut and then lay this on top, stencil this on top of a die cut and then sand it. Oh, doesn't have to be just on plain paper. You could take, I mean, there's so many options. Oh my goodness gracious. You could take a beautiful ornament and die cut that out and then lay this on top and just do the embossing of this and then sand it. You could add texture to so many different die cuts with these as well. You've just got lots and lots of options. Now I have got a ton of samples to show you, along with, I want to make sure I showed you the ornament and the Christmas tree and the bird. Well, I didn't show you the bird, but here's the birdie. And here's the poinsettia and the snowflake. Yes, we will have an I Want It All bundle for all 5, and then they'll also be sold just open stock. I think they're $16.99, and then they'll be 20% off. We will also have the Coordinations cardstock on sale 20% off, and we will have the gel pins from Kaisercraft on sale 20% off for the different collections. Now I want to show you some of the cards. So Yvette made this one. So pretty. Push that out of my way just a little bit and push that out of my way. Remove those. So pretty. So that's using the ornament, and she actually fussy cut that open, and then just use the stencil behind on just a piece of white paper. How lovely is that? Then we have another ornament, and she kept it very simple. But look at the metallic gel pins. Don't those look great? She kept it very simple. What a lovely card. And then we've got the birdie. Here she's used some of the glitter gel pins. The birdie. Really cute. And you can see the glittery. And then we've got the Christmas tree. All done with Stampendous Duos. Christmas tree. And then we have got the poinsettia. So pretty. And then last, and we have got, I love this ornament. And again, it's with the metallics in the center. She left the lines white, did the red gel pins in the center, and then metallic all the way through. Those were all colored with the Kaisercraft gel pins. Then we've got some from Stampendous. So wishing you, look at it. This is just using aspects of the duos. Just using the duos. How cute is he? Is that darling? How cute is he? And here he is with little snowdrops, little snow coming down on him. And you could take a little bit of stickles, or you could take the glitter gel pins and add. And then we've got the poinsettia. Christmas ornament. Christmas tree. Christmas ornament again. Kept very simple. Just very simple. And here's the Christmas tree, just in black and white. Isn't that cute? And let's see, what else do I have here? I love the birdie. Oh, it's kind of like a Zentangled Christmas card. So you've got the black and white, and then that poinsettia just pops because everything else is done in black and white, and it was all done with the duos. Just using the decorator duo. Look at how cute is that? And they're fitted frames. So we had fun with these. Oh, little birdie's so cute. Little birdie's just darling. We had fun with these, but I wanted to really show you how you can take them and do so much more with them than just trace and color. So if you have a big shot machine, you've got more options than tracing and coloring. And if you love to color, but you're not good with drawing, this is an awesome opportunity. It's not done for you, so you still get to be creative. It's not just a coloring book. You still get to be creative. You still get to decide what, where, when, and then use your gel pens to color them in. Great, so much fun. Great craft for the kids. Honestly, they'll have a blast doing it. Requires no glue, requires no tape. You're talking about Post-it notes that are just easy to use. Easy to use. Great craft. All right, I'm gonna tilt on up and I am going to say, where are you gonna get all of these great products? Well, of course you're gonna get them on our YouTube Yummy sale, absolutely, at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. And you'll go to the categories and at the very top you'll see YouTube Yummy sale and you will find all of these products in there for you. Our air conditioning is fixed, it's all turned on. We have 2 brand new units. Thank you for all your thoughts and well wishes. I don't know how we would have ever gotten through the summer without air conditioning. So I am thrilled to have it working and I can actually wear my sweatshirt and need it now. All right, you guys, don't forget to post your comments. So maybe next week you hear yourself as a winner chicken dinner, and look forward to the Shop That Did Not Hop and the Sizzix Warehouse sale starting July 15th, 2016 through July 31st, 2016. And the reason I give the year is because these YouTubes, they stay up for a very long time. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy. I hope you enjoyed and I hope that you felt some inspiration to get creative. I'll talk to you later. See you next week. Bye.